my friends. With this, we're going live again. For those who don't know, my name is Fezula Milenkovic. I own a marketing agency in Austria, Europe. I tend to go through news in my industry, marketing, be it from social media over paid ads, over to email marketing, SEO, web design, web development, pretty broad stuff because I offer a lot of things and I want to always be on top of the game with new trends and so on. Also, I go through older stuff sometimes, like stuff that I know already, just so I don't get blindsided by anything. And with that, I usually go through some articles per day, and I thought it could be interesting, instead of just doing it quietly, that I go live, go through these articles, read them, add a bit of commentary, my opinion, my experience, and share it all with you. While I'm live, while I'm online, you can ask me anything you want. I will answer your question. I will deep dive into whatever you're curious about. The chat is not visible in general, but I see it. So you can feel free to just ask whatever you want. If there's a lot of chatter around, then I'll maybe make it visible. I don't know. It's like depends on how distracting it is. And with that, I would jump right into the first article of the day. After I'm finished with the article portion of this little show live stream, I will put it into the mode where I'm working. You can watch me live. You won't see my screen because, well, I'm working for clients. I can't show you everything of behind the scenes. But while I work, you will have the old content of mine re-repeat. So you see on the big screen, you will understand when we're there. On the big screen, my old content, my interviews and other stuff is running so that you keep being in the loop, so that you don't have to always watch everything live. Each of the articles, each of the clips will be uploaded as a clip on YouTube later on. And that's basically it. With that, I welcome you all and jump right into it. Let me see. Was there anything else? Oh, clips. No, I think with that, everything is covered nicely. All right, let's get into it. That's the streamer mode, exactly. And here we have the screen, perfect. As usual, I go through the articles together with you. They're not pre-chosen in the sense that I read them and know what they're about. It's just articles that I found interesting. I just know the header. I will go through them with you. As some of you may have realized, often there are a few tabs open, and some of them are from the last session. Just so you know, okay? Also, feel free to post, comment, whatever you want, articles you think are interesting, where you want my input. So feel free to do that, or throw them either live into the chat, throw them as a comment, or put them into the community tabs wherever you see this. I am on all kinds of different platforms. So let's get right into this one. Just a moment. Yep, let's make it a bit bigger so you have it easier to read. Let's get rid of this up there. These menus are always way too big for, well, yeah, they're way too big for, yeah, like that, looks better. When I zoom in that much. Nice, way better. Let's make a screenshot. And with that, we jump right into the first article of today. First article, topic, 10 ways any business can earn local backlinks. Very important. SEO stuff, web design stuff, website stuff, awesome. Written by Bambi Fraser, I hope the name is correct. A senior product manager, local SEO on amziv.com. Let's see if we can connect with her. Let's see later on. First, let's get into it. No. Bambi Fraser. Okay, cool. Just let's get into it. 10 ways any business can earn local backlinks. For those of you who don't know, backlink is any site outside on the internet that links back to our website. Why we want that? It's important. It causes our ranking to be well on Google, Bing, whatever search engine you use. Most of them nowadays use that. to determine how good is a website. Does it have any domain rank? Is it a serious website or not? It depends on the more other pages that are also ranked well link back to your page, the better it is for you. Pretty much that simple. So 10 ways any business can earn local backlinks, a strategic framework to increase online visibility and increase customer volume through local backlink acquisition. All right. Why do local backlinks looks better? Like a bit bad design. Yeah, better. Why do local backlinks matter for your business? Local backlinks are a powerful indicator to Google that your business is relevant and trusted within your geographic community. These links act as votes of confidence, not just from anyone, but from websites that also serve or are known in your area. Showing up in Google search results the moment someone searches for services you provide or near me searches has the potential to lead to an increase in visits. In a recent update to its local search ranking documentation, Google clarified how it evaluates. Let's open it. Clarified how it evaluates prominence, one of the three core factors that influence local rankings. The update underscores the growing importance of inbound links and online reviews in helping businesses surface in local search results. Again, what is the difference? We can have normal search that is like worldwide, and then we have search queries that are more local stuff where we know, okay, Google understands you want to don't have anyone in the world. Like if you're looking for a plumber, Google is pretty sure that you're not looking for a plumber from another country or even from another city, so they try to keep it way more regional. Because you're competing in a saturated market, this signals a clear opportunity. Earning locally relevant backlinks from reputable sources can directly improve online visibility. These backlinks can function as trusted signals to Google that your business is credible, established, and deeply connected to the community it serves. Given this shift, earning local backlinks is no longer optional, it's essential. However, understanding their importance is only the first step. What follows are recommended approaches for acquiring the kinds of backlinks that can elevate your business's local presence and drive more visits. Okay, jump 2, we're going to go through all of it. Number 1, partner with local businesses and organizations. How can you do it? Sponsor activities such as festivals, youth sports leagues, charity events, or fun runs and races. Look for sponsorship opportunities for the events that feature sponsor logos and links on their event pages. Example, imagine your business sponsors a Run for the Cure 5K. These event websites often list all sponsors and links to their websites. Another example, the local Little League team. Prioritize finding organizations with websites that list sponsors with logos or copy with links that point back to the sponsor's website. Selecting events and sponsors that have links from the website to the sponsor's website should play a key role in the selection process when backlink acquisition is the goal. Okay? Number 2, get listed on relevant local directories and citations. How can you do it? High authority listings, Chamber of Commerce, local Better Business Bureau, city government, business listings, and state and local healthcare directories. Niche directories that are specific to your business, i.e. ZocDoc for healthcare providers, Angie for plumbers and electricians. I'm giving some examples. Of course, they have their examples. Usually there always is something in your local niche in whatever country you're in, whatever industry you're in. But not all of them are automatically good sources. Just, you put it in there, but don't use these fake sites where like, oh, just give me your, or on Fiverr or other such platforms where they say, oh, I'll backlink to 1,000 pages. I'll make sure you have a backlink from 1,000 pages or 100 pages. Very often they have scammy bad websites, and when Google realizes what kind of quality these backlinks are, they penalize your page. Okay, just so you know, better to not have them than to have bad ones. Yeah, local business associations and societies. These businesses may offer member directories. Joining these not only earns a backlink but positions your business as a trusted resource. Keep NAP, name, address, phone number, information consistent across all directories to reinforce trust signals and establish credibility. Conduct a competitor backlink audit. Identify where other local competitors earn backlinks by reviewing the backlink profiles using tools such as SEMrush, Ahrefs, or Bright Local. This can uncover directories, sponsorships, or local media mentions you may have missed. AMSIF can help identify these high value opportunities and build an innovative, localized backlink strategy tailored to your market. If you want me to go through one of these tools once and like make a deep dive, feel free to tell me. Pro tip: Google support often relies on BBB listings to verify a business's existence. We highly recommend getting your locations BBB certified in case any of your Google business profile listings ever lose verification or get suspended. A BBB certification for each location can expedite a GBP reinstatement. Also, get your Google business profile. The amount of businesses that I know that don't have their business page, Google business page, done properly is insane. Really, it's insane. Wrong name, wrong address, or other stuff, or not existing at all. So, contribute the local content to community websites. How can you do it? Offer to write expert content for neighborhood association blogs, local online magazines, example New York Family Magazine, Miami Kids Magazine, parenting or lifestyle blogs. Topics should be relevant, helpful, and locally focused. Include a short author bio with a link back to your website. Example, if you're in an urgent care in Miami, pitch a guest post titled Flu Season in City Name. What you should know: to a local parenting blog. Include a call to action to visit your clinic for same-day flu shots. Or if you're a local window installation company, pitch an article titled Child-Proofing Your Windows, a parent's guide to safety. That provides practical tips and precautions parents can take to secure windows in their homes and reduce the risk of accidents involving young children. As usual, here it's like, think about it from the viewpoint of your audience. What could they like, and whatever you can, saying it a bit bad, but shoehorn into the topic. Like, who is all interested in that kind of stuff, you know? And find out how to connect it to the topic of the different platforms or magazines or whatever. 4. Create link-worthy local content in the form of assets. How can you do it? Build assets that others in your area would reference, such as decision charts, local data reports or studies, interactive maps, how-to guides for local processes or services, event calendars for the community, resource directories, nonprofits, schools, parks, etc., cost comparison charts for everyday local needs, infographics highlighting local trends or history, checklists tailored to seasonal or location-specific activities, photo galleries featuring recognizable local landmarks or events. Add informational videos. Sorry, got distracted by the chat. Add informational videos into your asset catalog so it can be easily shared across social platforms. Be sure to optimize the digital versions of these assets. They can drive organic traffic, earn backlinks, and capture leads, but only if they're optimized with relevant keywords, alt text, and internal links. Example: use tools like Canva to design attractive visuals, promote them on social media, and outreach to local websites that serve similar audiences. If you're a community-focused business, create an interactive map of local farmer markets and share it with neighborhood blogs and community Facebook groups. If you're a home services business, develop a seasonal maintenance checklist tailored to your climate, then pitch it to local news outlets or HOA newsletters. If you're a tourism related business, publish a cost comparison chart for popular local activities and collaborate with local influencers or tourism sites to feature it. Regardless of your industry, the goal is to create valuable, locally relevant resources that others will want to share and reference, thereby helping you earn quality backlinks and strengthen your local presence. 5. Collaborate with schools, churches, and nonprofits. How can you do it? Offer to speak at community meetings or events. Provide free materials or resources that share helpful, relevant information. Co-sponsor a community event or initiative, such as a fair, a fundraiser, or volunteer drive. Example, ask a nonprofit if you can present to their organization and then ask the organization to link to your website in event announcements or resource pages. If you create a branded digital flyer, host it on your site and share the link with presentation attendees and the nonprofit. Example here, offer to speak at community meetings or events, how to collaborate with local community institutions. Provide free materials of resources that share helpful, relevant information, co-sponsor an event or initiative, such as a fair, fundraiser, or volunteer drive. Okay, why is that important? What do I have to say? Don't make it a sales pitch and don't make it just an ad for yourself. Like, oh, we do this, and don't make it an ad. Consider genuinely something that will be useful in itself. And all you want is maybe, like they did it here, a little logo at the side. Decent, small, a little logo. And what you really want is the link. You want the link on their page. That's what's important. And that's what in the long run will be really important for you. And the benefit. Leverage local public relations opportunities. How can you do it? Send press releases to local media about new hires who will directly impact the community, expanded hours of new services, free community events where your business is involved. Sign up for Help a Reporter Out, Haro, and local journalistic contact lists to be a quoted expert. Identify broken backlinks. Pinpoint broken links on local websites. This gives your business a chance to offer a relevant replacement and earn a high quality backlink. If your team does not have access to the tools that can uncover broken backlinks, I can support. Little self plugin. If you need a broken link checker, leave a comment. I can link it directly for you guys. There are many that are free. Okay. Example, send a free release to your local community website's editor. Many local news outlets allow you to include links in the press release or the editor's notes. You can also contact the health reporter at your local Fox, NBC, ABC, or CBS affiliate to request local news coverage. When you do this, also include the newsroom's assignment editor to ensure your press release lands in front of the right person. Yep. Just let me write it down. I think I should, little thing for you to remember, I should do a backlink checker content. So we go a deep dive on why it's important and how you can check your own website and everything. So, number 7. Engage local influencers and micro creators. How can you do it? Identify micro influencers in your city, especially bloggers, TikTokers, or Instagrammers. Yep. Invite them to your business and provide them with helpful information and pleasant experience. Ask for a blog post, YouTube mention, or Instagram story with a link to your site in their post or bio. Resource, short form social video, how brands with attention and drive connection in seconds. Let's see, a nice article. Best practice, be transparent. Offer the service as a gift and request that they disclose it in accordance with FTC guidelines. FTC in America, wherever you're from, there are usually some kind of legal things that you have to do so to assign something as, hey, they got something in exchange and this is kind of sponsored or an ad. Just so you know, inform yourself about what the laws are where you're from. Also, don't script the content. Authentic mentions get better engagement and more respect from your local community. Often these creators know better how to talk to their audience and convince them that whatever you do is good for them after all. Okay? Pro tip, AMZIF's social team can support your backlink strategy by identifying local influencers and executing targeted campaigns to boost local visibility and engagement. Here we have the same again, engage local influencers and micro creators, identify micro influencers in your city, especially bloggers, TikTokers, or Instagrammers. Invite them to your business and provide them with helpful information and a pleasant experience. Ask for a blog post, YouTube mention, or Instagram story with a link to your site in their post or bio. Okay? Participate 8. Participate in local awards or recognition programs. How can you do it? Nominate your business or ask satisfied customers to nominate you for Best of City Awards hosted by local newspapers, lifestyle sites, or radio stations. Promote voting through email and social channels. Local award and recognition programs often feature listing pages for nominees with backlinks. They also regularly feature winners in top 10 lists that generate more sustained backlinks and visibility. Number 9. Participate in local forums like Reddit and Quora. How can you do it? Join discussions on platforms like Reddit and Quora where people in your area are asking questions that your business has the expertise to answer. Focus on being helpful and building trust, not making a sales pitch. Also, watch out, Reddit is like so awful in many ways that you have really, really big issues with getting. Wait. Sorry. With getting kicked there or banned. Just give me a moment. Gotta put this out. Sorry, call. Yeah, I'm just in my office working after all. So you gotta watch out on the Reddit stuff and other that they easily kick you, ban you, and whatever because oh, there was self promotion. They're really on edge about that. Include a link to your blog or resource only if it directly supports your answer and adds value to the conversation. Search for local subreddits and Quora threads and determine where it might be appropriate to contribute. Create an account that reflects your expertise and your brand. Answer questions with thoughtful, informative responses. Include a link to your blog or resource only if it directly supports your answer and adds value to the conversation. Learn more about how Reddit is impacting SEO. Yeah. Best practice, all comments on behalf of your business should be consistent, positive, helpful, and sincere. Establish a reputation by consistently answering questions regularly, not just occasionally. Avoid sounding promotional. The goal is to help, not to sell. Over time, people may start linking to your responses or blog posts on their own, which can build your online visibility and authority in the local region. Pro tip: MSIF offers Reddit strategy playbooks that integrate SEO with self-plug with social community management, providing clients with actionable platform-specific recommendations for success. It's cool. Number 10, leverage your existing network for local backlinks. This is a good one. How can you do it? Your employees, leadership team, board members, and key individuals affiliated with your business are likely already connected to local organizations, schools, or causes, all of which present opportunities to earn relevant local backlinks. Audit your internal network. Is someone on your staff involved in a university alumni group? Ask about being featured in an alumni spotlight or newsletter. Does someone on your leadership team speak at local events or serve on a non-profit board? Review your leadership team's biographies online to find opportunities for backlinks. Have team members be featured. Have team members been featured in local business journals or earned community awards. Follow up and ask for a backlink if the coverage didn't include one. So, final thoughts: earning local backlinks is about authentic community engagement. When your business shows up for your neighbors, sponsorships, education, collaboration, truly helpful content, your backlinks will grow naturally and sustainably. These links will not only help you rise in local search results, but also reinforce your reputation as a trusted healthcare provider in your community. Well, it doesn't have to be healthcare provider after all, it could be anything. What Google likes: naturally earned backlinks, links from relevant, geographically focused domains, brand mentions that include a link to your site even without rich anchor text. What to avoid: buying links, including sponsored content, participating in link exchange schemes, using automated services or spammy blog networks to obtain backlinks, overusing exact match anchor text like best near me. Well, the businesses that win in local search aren't just optimizing their websites, they're investing in their communities, building meaningful partnerships, and creating resources worth sharing. That's the essence of modern local SEO. AI search is evolving at breakneck speed, explore how you can improve the possibility of being cited by ensuring strong brand foundations, or let's talk about how MSIF can help you future-proof your marketing strategy. Okay, not a bad article. I think there were quite a few good ideas. Another few things that maybe weren't mentioned that directly is look out for sources of information in your area. Also, what people love is giving others reviews. Okay, that's another thing you could do, because go to your top 10 deliverers or whatever and say, hey, if you want, I can give you a referral. I can give you my review on your website. I would like to be mentioned. You can have a photo of me. Here's my quote. Just link my name and here's my company page. And please link it back to our page so people can ask. Like, nope. Oh, we get our stuff from company X and I'm willing to do a review of them. And tell that, and then their page has this link of my name and my company, and they link back to me. Really, really many will be quite happy with the idea of getting reviews and referrals, and just case study, positive feedback, all of that for free, just for a little link. And as usual, you will have most likely many that you interacted already with. Just one of the ideas. There are a few more, but I like this article. I thought it was well. Bambi Fraser, well done, well done. Let's see. You only have no X, no LinkedIn, no nothing. Well, bit of a shame. I can't put a plug. There's, and it does not exist anymore. That is bad. It's bad. Well, that's it. Let's go further. Now, for all of you who watch this, I hope you like it. If you like what I do, that I go through all of these kind of articles, check it out, read through them, add a bit of my own experience and my opinions with it for you. If you like what I do, please consider supporting this channel. Give me a comment, a like, or follow, subscribe to the channel. All of these things are really easy for you. 1 or 2 clicks, cost you absolutely nothing, and they help me tremendously. They show me that you want me to keep on doing what I do. And with that, we're going to jump right into the next article. And this, and I'm going to save this little one. For those of you who don't know, I tend to save them because I want to later on be able to link them, of course. Now I'm thinking of sharing them in the chat. Should I do that? I just tried. Why not? Sharing the article that I just read in the chat. So for those who want to go into it in depth, they can see it. Perfect. Nice. Next article. Really a shame. I gotta tell you all, like, this is something that is bad. This is the typical bad thing that we've got her. She did an article and then we don't find it. And then there is no page. It doesn't work. It does not work because the account doesn't exist or is linked wrong or whatever. This happens so intensely often. It's insane. Well, that's the official page. We can go through that too. That's the article we just opened. Generational influence. Do we want to go through Gen Z stuff? Nah, I want to go website navigation. Again, as usual, if you've got any specific articles you want me to go through, just tell me. Okay? Yeah, we're gonna save this one, and now we're going to go right through the next one. So, article, website navigation, a guide to user-friendly menus. As usual, I will go through it and share my experience with the topic to you. So, let's make it a bit bigger so you have it easier to read along with me. Creating an intuitive website navigation system helps users find what they need quickly. Learn how to set up practical website navigation stuff. We are on the Shopify blog page. written by Shopify staff. All right. When was it? Uh, in that, in the size of this stuff, it's always so big. They always no. Yeah, until one we want to erase because that way we have way more space on the screen to read. That's perfect. I hope you all can read well with me this way. So let's jump into it. Imagine a customer breezing through your content-rich site and finding exactly what they need in seconds. That's the power of intuitive navigation. Create a positive user experience with well-organized menus and a clear structure. Here's why website navigation is important and how to improve navigation design for your website. What is website navigation? Website navigation refers to the user interface components, menus, buttons, and links, for example, that make it possible for users to move around a website and access its content. A good navigation structure makes it easy for visitors to find exactly what they're looking for, regardless of how many pages your site has. Okay? A video, well, we can go through it later on. Why is website navigation important? Poorly designed navigation creates friction. Without clear and intuitive navigation, visitors can get lost and frustrated, affecting conversion rates. Effective navigation, on the other hand, engages customers and encourages them to interact with the content on your site longer. Intuitive navigation can generate positive feelings about your brand. Website navigation also helps search engines understand the structure and content of a website, enhancing its visibility and ranking. Okay? What is a website navigation menu? A website navigation menu is a section on a web page that contains a list of links. Usually these are internal links to primary site pages. A clothing brand, for example, might feature links to different categories, such as dresses or shoes. You can usually find navigation menus on page headers or sidebars for easy access. Types of website navigation menus: horizontal navigation bar, vertical sidebar navigation menu, drop-down navigation menu, mega menu, hamburger navigation menu, and footer navigation menu. Okay, are they going to go through each of them, or will I? Yeah, okay, they do it. I thought now I would have to explain each of them. There are different types of website navigation menus to guide visitors through your site. Here are a few style options. And before we go too deep into the style options, I want to tell you something. Of course, you can have completely new and very innovative ideas. Often they fall flat. The users have their experience, they have their assumptions and intuition coded by them through so many pages they visited that often if you go away from it, they will get frustrated, friction. Like they will have to consciously put in intellectual effort to analyze where they have to click, and that annoys many people, and then they go away. Just so you know, don't be cute. Don't try too much new stuff with evergreens. So, horizontal navigation bar. A horizontal navigation bar runs horizontally atop the website page header, often remaining static as the user changes pages. It displays the high-level sections and categories, such as blog, contact, and about pages. It may even include a search bar to help visitors find precisely what they're looking for. Vertical sidebar navigation menu. A vertical sidebar navigation menu appears on the left or right side of the web page. This is a good option if you have numerous categories and different pages you want to include on the menu. Vertical sidebar navigation menus allow the user to view more links by scrolling down the entire page. A more natural motion than moving to the right of the screen to see more information. Drop-down navigation menu. You can find a drop-down menu within a horizontal navigation menu or a sidebar menu. When the visitor clicks the menu label, a nested submenu drops to reveal additional options. It's an efficient way to conserve page space while providing more path for the user. Mega menu. A variant on the drop-down menu. The mega menu is a large panel that appears when you hover over a menu item in the main navigation bar. Websites with a vast amount of content and categories use this menu style. Mega menus are great at consolidating navigation options into one layout. With this option, there is a risk of clutter, but if you group items clearly and logically, you can direct users to the pages they want to see. Hamburger navigation menus. Popular on mobile websites and apps, the hamburger menu resembles a burger, a stack of 3 lines. When a user clicks on the hamburger, a concealed panel pops up and presents the menu options. This space-saving menu lets you provide more links for limited screen sizes. The last one, footer navigation menu. A footer menu complements your page header. Appearing horizontally at the bottom of the website, it can include pages like About Us or Contact that couldn't fit in your primary menu or that you want to draw extra attention to. Often imprint and other stuff is there too. Tips for designing website navigation. Study your audience's patterns, plan a sensible menu structure, group and order navigation links logically, design for different screens. For a positive user experience, ensure your website navigation structure aligns with customer expectations and usage patterns. Here's some of the most useful website navigation best practices. Study your audience pattern. Understanding how your audience navigates your website can enhance the experience. Run a user flow report, which shows the path users take as they navigate your site to learn about website traffic patterns and user journeys. You can use Google Analytics to do this. Within the behavior section, you can see what path users take and where they consistently drop off, possibly signaling unclear navigation. If you want me to go through this with you in a deep dive, feel free, comment, just tell me, and we'll go through that in one of the live sessions, if you want me to. Plan a sensible menu structure. An optimized website structure means visitors reach the destination in as few clicks as possible. You can achieve this if you flatten the navigation structure. Too many levels in your menu can overwhelm a visitor. Flattening the structure means the most important site categories land on the main menu in the page header, and the major categories pages go one layer below. On the third and bottom layer are single web pages only. If you remember, for those who are old enough, like back in the days when you went into the start menu of Windows, then Windows, Extras, Tools, Games, Solitaire, where you had like 5, 6, 7 of these old. Let's see if I can find it or not. Most likely not. Right? Nope. Shame. Can't find it. Yeah, there. This. That's what I mean. You don't want your menu to go deep, like 4, 5, 6, 7 levels. Some people have done it. You don't want that, okay? Oh, let me. There we go. Okay? You don't want it like this, to have this many, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different levels. So, play into custom expectations. There's no need to get too innovative about the menu placement. Customers expect standard conventions. For instance, top-level sections appear in the horizontal menu in the page header. Placing them elsewhere could confound custom expectations. Now, why is that important? I've tested this. I've had a few different pages. We were really very innovative. All of it, wow, like once in a lifetime. And it did not help conversions. It did not help because many people, they check out when they get confused. Not everyone clicks through to test everything. And so they just sit there, they're frozen, they're like, okay, I don't know, this confuses me, I lost interest, goodbye. Okay? You don't want that. Except if you have like this ultra innovative special brand where being that special is a selling point in itself, where you think, okay, if we do that, it will convince our clients and customers that we are awesome. Like, for example, as a marketing agency, as a creative, all of these things I could understand and believe it. But for most of us in the world, it's a no. Leverage the footer menu. If a visitor scrolls to the bottom of the homepage, try to engage them with a carefully designed footer menu. Since you don't have the same restrictions as the top of the page, where space is at a premium, you can include more options, allowing them to dive deeper into your website. Group and order navigation links logically. Haphazard grouping of links can frustrate visitors. Be intentional about how you order links. If you want to nudge people to a specific page, place that link at the top of a menu list. For example, to eliminate inventory, place your limited time sale at the top of the menu to encourage users to visit that page. Design for different screens. Tailor your web design to accommodate different screen sizes, including mobile devices. Mobile e-commerce is forecasted to reach 710 billion by 2025. Mobile first design prioritizes optimizing websites for smaller screens by starting with the mobile version before scaling up to larger displays. You can also create different menu styles for different devices. While collapsible hamburger menus work well for phones, you might choose a horizontal menu bar for desktop users so they can see top level categories without having to do any extra clicking. Now, how can you easily check out your own website for those who are not web designers? You want to check it. Hey, this is my website. Does it even look good? Go to your browser, Google, Firefox, Brave, whatever. They're all Opera. They're all based on Chromium or very similar anyway. Press F12 and this DevTools window will open, okay? And here you can see in the left upper corner is toggle device toolbar. Here you can just click it and then decide. We now see this website in how we would see it on this device. Which device? We can pick here. A few are pre-selected, as you can see, for mobile, but also important, you could get it to responsive, where you can just drag it to whatever you want. And here's something important for all of you to know. Also, I know everybody always talks about, oh, mobile. It's not just mobile. Consider that people have different resolutions on their computers too. Some have HD, Ultra HD, 4K, 8K. You don't want your site to look absolutely awful on another person's resolution. Depends, of course, what you do. Just had a friend of mine with his company, and he's got a 4K resolution, and almost all pages look really tiny in the middle of the page like this, and everything else is just white space with nothing in it. Okay, so just telling you. Also consider the different resolutions, not just desktop and mobile. Yeah, without extra. Website navigation examples. The beach home, the collective outdoors, TCP jeans. You can build a usable menu structure in different ways. Here are 3 approaches. Below the beach home's homepage header is a horizontal navigation bar with 2 conventional labels, about and contact us. See? Okay. Okay. This is the page, just letting you see it. And other descriptive labels for the main product categories. TBH Live, let me see, yeah. The TBH Live label links to an exterior site, an interior decoration consultation page that's designed to feel like you're still on the same website. The footer includes Facebook and Instagram social media icons. The menu items use ample white space to enhance readability. On the mobile version of the website, a hamburger menu icon unfurled to reveal the labels that appear horizontally on the desktop version of the website. You can see here, we have the about and everything else. And then we have the footer that has these. Okay. What happens if we click? Just singular pages. Furniture, everything. About us, TBH Live. And that goes to another site that is, we have a completely different domain that is meant to be in the same design and everything. Okay. Okay. Got it. Contact us. Yep. Contact page. All right. Let's go on. Now, the collective outdoors. The collective outdoors features a drop-down menu with arrows pointing downwards next to a few of the menu labels. Visitors know to expect a sub-menu. When you hover over the top level categories, you'll you'll also see a photo that represents that section. For example, an outdoor couch for the seating category. The collective outdoors menu includes a generous amount of white space to help present a menu with numerous options and an accompanying category image. Here we have the collector's outdoor. And as you can see, here we get big. This is more of a big menu. Did they call it that or not? Nope. This would be more of a mega menu, just so you guys know. Okay? Because we have an image, we have big, lot of different things. Like as you can see, the menu takes all of the whole page. And the footer, it's also a bit bigger. Again, with lots of space for many different links. Yeah. All right. Not bad. Okay. TCP Jeans official webshop opts for a simpler header design, a hamburger menu, icons for user accounts, and a shopping cart. Clicking on the hamburger opens a sliding vertical sidebar menu with items for home, product, how we measure, about us, and more. The products category has a plus sign next to it to signal that there's a drop-down menu. Yeah, very simple, very clean, as you can see. Just the user, just the cart, main, to go back to the main page, and here's the hamburger menu. When you click on it, you see it slides in, you get vertical one, and you have the plus, so you know, okay, there's more. Very intuitive. I like that. That's not bad. And then here you keep the X and can close it again. Footer again has multiple links and everything. But that's I like that kind of. When the hero section is this nicely, that's well done. Well done. TCB Jeans, well done. Wanna look later which agency did that. But it looks good. Website navigation FAQ. How do I create a website navigation menu? First, plan your navigation menu. Define the high-level sections of the website and the hierarchy of categories you'll need. Align categories intuitively with how the visitors navigate for content. Decide if you'll need submenus. Then implement and customize the site's navigation menu using built-in templates in the website builder. Well, it doesn't have to be built in, but of course, yeah, okay, it's Shopify, so they say it like that, of course. What is the most commonly used navigation design in web development? The horizontal navigation bar is the most common navigation design. It goes across the top of the website header with links to main sections or categories listed side by side. This tried and true design is easy to scan, familiar, and accessible on different devices. Why is website navigation important? Clear navigation effectively steers visitors to the right page, boosting engagement and conversions. Without it, website visitors may get lost and wander off, reducing conversions. Nice article, pretty good about the basics. I like it. Yep, I like it. Wasn't too bad. Okay. I can go with that one. Again, something that's very important. Really consider and think about what is a category, what is a link, do you really need everything to be a specific link, what are the abstracts, like if I have these 5 topics, maybe you can, how would you label the group of them? I've seen this often where some clients really want too many menu points, way too many. Okay, just saying. Usually keep it short, keep it few, and keep it low. As with low, I mean like what I showed you with Solitaire, where you don't want to go too many levels into the menu. Okay, but that was nice. Good article. If you like me going through all of this, and yeah, the live watches, I know after every article you will hear this because that's just what it is. It's a clip that it gets online. If you like what I do, if you enjoy me sharing insights, information, my experience with all of that stuff, consider supporting this channel. Leave me a like, comment something nice, positive, subscribe or follow the channel. It's 1 or 2 clicks, costs you absolutely nothing, but helps me tremendously and gives me a great sign that you want me to keep doing all of this. And with that, I'll jump right over to the next article. So let's save this one. I really like the design of that other one. Uh-huh. Well. Only the connection was a bit bad, huh? There we go. Let me link the article into the chat so all of you can watch it. Because yes, I go through these articles, but it's not like me wanting to not get the traffic. I absolutely want them to get traffic. I want them to be known. I want them to get the respect for the work they did, writing all of that stuff, researching it. No, they deserve it. Nice. That site was nice. What kind of site was it? Shopify Power Shopify, yeah, of course. Okay. Another Shopify's? There's quite a few Shopify articles, huh? What's going on? Are we in Shopify land right now? Well, if you guys want it, then I will go through with it. Of course I will. Why shouldn't I, huh? There. Wanna have that gone. Disappear. Goodbye. Yep. So there. Saving a screenshot and making sure everything works. Nice. All right. Let's start the next article. Website speed optimization tips and tools for 2024. 2024? It's an old one, huh? Old one. Sorry. Well, let's see how relevant all of that still is, huh? By Elise Dobson on the Shopify website and blog. Well, it's old. Woo, I know. Let's go through it still. Sometimes we learn from the past, don't we? And I'll be honest with you, most clients, most agency, and most of you, not just you, sorry, but like most what I see in the wild out there, almost. So it's still helpful for everyone. Let's go into it. Slow loading websites leave money on the table. Here's how to optimize website speed to improve both performance and sales. And I've got a video about it on my channel. You should think why the optimal size of a website. Like what should be the size of your website? I think what was it? 14 KB? Let me see. What was my link? Yeah. Why your website? You can find it on my YouTube channel. Just type in why your website should be under 14 kilobyte in size. Yep. Just saying. It's a great video. Added a great video there. Where is it? I don't find it. Oh yeah. Well, let's go on. Bigger. Internet users are more impatient than ever. Right, reading that sentence right after wasting time and letting you wait, huh? And rambling on. Some certain 70% of consumers admit that a slow loading website impacts their willingness to buy from an online retailer, which means it's essential to strike a balance between providing beautiful, content-rich digital experiences and ensuring that they remain efficient. Faster site speeds also results in more sales. Our data found that improving your site speed by just half a second could increase conversions. Ahead, you learn the top tips and tools for improving website speed to drive sales. Great to hear it. Really important topic. And I'm going to be curious what they suggest. What is website speed optimization? Website speed optimization is the strategy behind improving your page load speed. also known as website performance optimization. Its goal is to make your e-commerce store load as quickly as possible before potential customers grow frustrated with their online experience and close their browser tab. There are two key metrics used to measure speed. First, contentful paint, which Google explains measures the time it takes your browser to render the first piece of DOM content after a user navigates to your page. What is the first piece of DOM content? You can see it like the first thing that's visible. Okay, just like that. It's the page that's visible, everything you can interact with, and that you can see. That's a DOM page. No, technically, that's not the correct explanation, but it's good enough for those people who have no clue to understand what it is. Time to first byte, which measures the time it takes for the server hosting a website to respond to a user's browser. This is how fast is the internet connection, how fast does the server react. That's not the same as how long does it take for the website to show me something that is finished as a visual, so to speak. Why is speed optimization important? The faster your site, the better you'll be at capturing customers, including ones abandoning a slower competitor's site. Google recommends a page load speed of 2 seconds for an e-commerce site, but in general, the faster the better. A study from SEMrush found that bounce almost triples if your page takes longer than 3 seconds to load. If you're operating a store with an average order value of $60 and 5,000 $60 and 5,000 visitors each day, for example, a 1 second delay in site speed could be costing you $9,000 a day. Slow loading sites also negatively impact your searchability and SEO rank. Google, the world's largest search content engine, prioritizes sites with strong core web vitals, i.e. website performance in the search results. Plus, if you're investing in paid search as a custom acquisition channel, slow landing pages lower your Google Ads quality score, which means a higher cost per click. That's a costly problem in a time where customer acquisition and advertising costs are disproportionately increasing across most industries. Factors that affect website speed: e-commerce platform, hosting, site architecture, and excessive third-party apps. Your e-commerce platform. Your business needs an e-commerce platform that has the infrastructure in place to help load times. As a platform user, you should talk with your platform provider about improvements to your site's backend so that your websites load quickly for shoppers. Rendering is the process of creating a HTML markup when a user loads the page in their web browser. Your e-commerce infrastructure dictates the rendering process. Our storefront renderer, SFR, for example, is an application dedicated to serving storefront requests as fast as possible. In fact, Shopify stores are the fastest in the world, a little asterisk, because of course it depends on how it's loaded and everything. Loading 1.8 times faster than stores on other platforms. If your commerce platform isn't committed to making speed a top priority, then the rest of the, I want to see how they evaluate that. Then the rest of the suggestions that follow won't make as big of a difference. Knowing that 93% of brands on Shopify have a fast store more than any other major commerce platform, you can own your e-commerce site speed by working on the following items to further improve your website. So, where is it? Where is the result of who's how good? Huh? Shopify isn't mentioned. Why did they link that? We're going to go through that in more detail later on. Okay? Or is it Shopify.com? Well, let's go through it while it loads. While it loads, we go through it. Hosting. One of the big issues that I find many clients want to take the cheapest of the hosters, and then they have an awful connection. Your e-commerce hosting service and infrastructure can influence your e-commerce website performance, especially during high traffic and high transaction days. When researching hosting platforms requirements, look out for memory or bandwidth limits for scaling and during seasonal promotions, projected traffic and peak user load to avoid crashes from a sudden spike in visitors. It's really bad if you have a whole campaign and everything set to one specific and you have like a seasonal Christmas special sales, blah blah blah, and then the page crashes because the hosting can't handle it. It's awful. You don't know. You paid for the creatives, you paid for the sometimes the social media, you paid for the paid ads, and then your site crashes. Awful how much that in costs and lost revenue can be for sometimes what $20 a month for the more expensive hosts. Sometimes people really try to save the money where it's really expensive. Yep. In addition, choose a platform that lets you avoid managing your own server. It depends. DTC retailers often have to spend a lot on IT infrastructure and the costs have been steadily rising for years. We fully host all Shopify plans on our servers that are trusted by some of the biggest retailers in the world due to the speed and reliability. Of course, Shopify will tell you to use that. We can go into a deeper discussion of own server, rented server, or external. Before any major sales event, ask your commerce platform provider to help you prepare for unexpected traffic spikes or an influx of orders. Site outages are never easy to deal with, but they can be especially bad for a 5 billion company during its biggest sales season of the year. JB Hi-Fi's website was down for 2 hours during BFCM due to site issues. We have seen high-profile retailers' websites go down, says Chris Lang, manager of engineering. The whole country knows about it. It's bad for customers and it's bad for the brand. We would do anything to avoid that. After replatforming to Shopify, JB Hi-Fi saw record-breaking sales thanks to nearly double the traffic online during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all without website performance issues. With our cloud-based infrastructure, Shopify has a 99.98 overall uptime, with a storefront that loads 2.97 times faster than other SaaS platforms. My mouse is hypersensitive today. Give me a moment. So, how much time is 99.98% of the year? Let's see. Just let me calculate it and see on the side. How much is 0.02% downtime in the year? So, that is 45 minutes. 1 hour and 45 minutes of downtime per year. Okay? Almost 2 hours a year that the page is down. Just saying. So you have a bit of, because they often say, oh, 99 pride, whatever percent, but it fails. People think, oh, that happens never. It doesn't mean it happens never. It means, okay, what is the value that I'm going to have to look at? Next, site architecture. E-commerce websites use a variety of architectures to present information to both users and browsers. This can get complex as you scale, says Javier Moreno, data science manager at Shopify. As brands grow and become more sophisticated, the websites become richer. This richness usually comes with a price. Unless you're actively paying attention to speed, changes will slow down your site. In a bid to improve site speeds, some businesses turn to headless commerce, a concept that detaches the front end of your e-commerce website from the back-end platform that powers it. Retailers using our commerce components take this to the next level. They take the e-commerce technologies they need when they need them instead of overloading a browser with too many coding snippets that negatively affect site speed. Performance issue scales as you grow. Infrastructure, asset size, code bloat, third party, page weight, configuration, architecture. Like you put in, oh, we need this too, and then we need this too, and then we need this too, and then we need this too, and this too, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and often it's never considered, do we really need to load all of that in this instance on this page or or at this time, and you got all of the bloated code. I like that they consider it this way. Excessive third-party apps. If you have more than 20 e-commerce plugins installed on your store, you likely aren't using them all. Maybe you installed some as a trial, then forgot to remove them, but these apps are still running in the background, and they may be actively hurting your website performance. Enlist a developer to remove any unnecessary apps. Absolutely, also not just unnecessary apps, but also talk with people who might know. Instead of loading 3 or 4 hyper specialized apps that are with each other in a load of code, there might be a singular app that has more of the things you need built into it, and you need to load less code to achieve the same result. Good devs usually know that, because often it's like the same things over that the clients need. Then run page enlist the developer to remove any unnecessary apps. Then run page speed tests using tools like GTmetrix or Page Speed Insights, or even a manual test using Chrome's developer tools. Click the network tab and reload the page. Here a little tidbit. If you go into the developer tools, F12, go to network, you can fake throttling. You can see, like, you can do fast 4G, slow 4G, 3G, whatever you want. You can get custom values in there, just so you can see, if I had that kind of internet connection, how long would it take this page to load. Whenever you want to install a new app, ask yourself if the added value of this app will outweigh the possible slowdown of load speed. The majority of script CSS files for apps downloaded using the Shopify admin are injected into the head of your theme point liquid file within An app needs to be rendered before any other code is loaded. This means all of the stuff that you need, all the apps are loaded, the whole code and everything, before the first things are shown to be visible. That means when I click and I wait and wait and wait, it loads all of the apps before I get anything to see. Navigating this tension between faster loading versus the experiential and sales value of apps is why we async load scripts added with script tag API. So the page load isn't halted, says Jason Bauman, a solutions engineering team lead at Shopify. However, scripts added directly into the head often has an immediate impact on performance. Again, they're just talking about the Shopify way. For other pages, consider lazy loading. What does that mean? Like, first load the visual stuff that you absolutely need, and only later on load the stuff that, for example, is very far down the scrolling page. It doesn't need to be loaded immediately. First load everything that's important for the first area to be seen, like the hero section and so on. Lazy loading. Important thing, not done well enough by many. How to optimize your website speed. Use a content delivery network. Don't go overboard with theme adjustments. Enable quick view on category pages. 4. Remove unnecessary pop-ups. Ease up on homepage hero sliders. Compress, resize, and reduce images. Use slide embeds for video. Reduce redirects and broken links. Enable lazy loading. Unblock the browsers from parser blocking scripts. Organize tracking with Google Tag Manager. Beware of excessive liquid loops. Build accelerated mobile pages. Disable mobile video autoplay. Optimize the mobile checkout. Okay, now we're going through all of these points. Wow, okay, good article if it goes through the details. I like it. Respect. Usually it's just saying. Let's see how deep they go into the topics. Just let me check. Chat. Yes, chat, everything's fine. Good. Use a content delivery network, CDN. A content delivery network, a content distribution network, CDN, is a group of servers dispersed around the world. It distributes the content delivery load through the server closest to your web visitor's location, making local user experiences faster. Since more e-commerce sites are going global, a local CDN, or in the case of Shopify, dual CDNs, is a non-negotiable ingredient for platform performance. Especially if you're worldwide brand. If you're just locally, it's a bit different. Like if I have a German brand or a French brand and I only deliver and sell to Germany or France, okay, then it's, but if you want to be global, absolutely important. Shopify offers a world-class CDN powered by Cloudflare at no extra cost. Yeah. In recent years, Shopify has significantly improved server speed by utilizing single domain hosting for static content. This enhanced browser performance with HTTP3 priorities and deployed intelligent lazy loading techniques for page elements. By consolidating hosting under a single domain instead of cdn.shopify.com, Shopify ensures faster loading times and better resource management. Chrome user experience CRUX data over the past year shows a 35% improvement in time to first byte for storefronts, enhancing user experience globally. These optimizations lead to quicker page renders and a more consistent shopping experience regardless of the user's location. A bit much of self advertisement for me in this article, but okay, let's give it to Shopify. Let's allow it. Okay. Overall, CDNs increase speed while reducing costs. Getting our license hosting in CDN from Shopify saved us about 100,000 per year right off the bat, says Red Dress Boutique owner Diana Harbour. Take visual content, often the cause of slow website performance. Shopify informs the CDN when your assets, e.g. images, JavaScript, and CSS have changed. Do this with Shopify. Okay? That is like in depth how to do it, especially on Shopify. The link to the article will be below and in the chat if you want to go through it. I don't want to talk too specifically of Shopify. Don't go overboard with theme adjustments. A website's appearance makes or breaks a customer's likelihood of engaging with it. Studies show that first impressions are 94% design related. And these decisions happen in record speed. A website visitor's first impression is formed within 1/10 of a second. That said, there's a trade-off between site speed and a beautiful theme, the latter of which often comes with cluttered code and excessive graphics. You don't need a theme with all the bells and whistles, says Josh Stutt. You need one that is clean, fast, and easy to navigate. I've seen greater than 50% improvements in homepage bounce rate for new visitors simply by switching to a more streamlined theme. Okay. Nirav Sheth, CEO and founder of Anatta, says quick speed hacks will not build the foundation for long-term performance. Only real speed improvements will, and that starts with optimizing your underlying theme architecture. Okay. 3. Enable quick view on category pages. Quick view pop-ups display a product directly from a product listings page rather than making you visit a product detail page. In theory, quick view should save your customers time, but it can actually impede a customer's experience on your e-commerce site. It adds an extra step to the customer's journey. It can be clicked on by accident, which is frustrating to the user. It can be mistaken for a product page, and most importantly, it can significantly slow down your page loading time. Big view pop-up implementations, either built into a theme or from an app, can sometimes preload the information from an entire product page in case a visitor selects a quick view button. But that's an enormous amount of data to be loaded, especially on a collection page with 20 or 30 product thumbnails. Click mapping, a JavaScript-based tool that tracks where users scroll or move their cursor to click on your site pages, can help you see whether your customers are even using Quick View. Some apps that help include Hindsight and Hotjar. Like here, you can see where they click. Find Quick View in Shopify. It should be easy to see if there's a Click View button on your storefront product thumbnails. Check your theme customizer for an option to enable or disable this function. If you don't see this option in the theme customizer, check to see if it's coming from an app. If it is, it should be obvious how to remove it. No. I don't want to go into the depth of Shopify specifically options. If they don't have it generally, then not. 4. Remove unnecessary pop-ups. Pop-ups exist to display special offers or entice people to take the next step in the customer journey, whether it's redeeming a coupon or entering the email address. It says pop-ups help engage first-time visitors and open the door to future communication. Stay hydrated. However, there's a fine art to e-commerce pop-ups. Too many flashy graphics can be detrimental to site speed and performance. Not to mention distract users from engaging with website content you've already optimized for conversions. Set parameter around your use of pop-ups to prevent site speed delays. For example, you could create pop-up triggers so that extra code doesn't contribute to a slow loading website. Display immediately upon page load, such as exit intent or time delay pop-ups. Both of these triggers give some breathing room between initial page load and pop-up load. Again, kind of lazy load. Only, for example, if you load the pop-up 10 seconds after someone visits a website, then you don't need to load all the code immediately. You have ample time to load it later on. Okay? And do that. Ease up on homepage hero sliders. Huge slideshows with multiple hero images are great for showing off your product. Unfortunately, there's a downside. The size and quality required for a hero slider to look good can increase load times, especially if you have 4 to 5 slides. Cut down the number of homepage slides or eliminate them completely. A single high quality, well thought out hero image with a clear call to action helps draw your customers in quickly, because the brain processes visual imagery 60,000 times faster than it processes text. If you must use a slider, follow UX best practices, such as stick with 2 to 3 slides, display the slides as static content sections rather than auto-rotating carousels, and 3. Use source set or lazy load as a catch-all. Chubbies, for example, uses optimized images in lieu of a traditional homepage hero slider. Co-founder Tom Montgomery says, "We've been with Shopify from day one. None of us are engineers, so it's great to be able to rely on Shopify's experts so we can focus on innovating." Let me see their page. Huh? Oh, wrong. Okay, it's a case study. It's a case study text. I wanted the link to Chubbies. No link. Well, they don't want you to leave Shopify. Let's go through it. 6. Compress, resize, and reduce images. Images account for somewhere between 50% to 75% of your web page's total weight. This can be a greater problem as your e-commerce website scales. The more products you sell, the more image files you have on your server. Each image you use on a page creates a new HTTP request. While streamlining page speed, trimming images helps you do say more with less. Alex